Alright, it's the white Quantum 2. It's kind of like the XLT's baby brother. Simple to use, a lot less options. It's got the 7.8-inch coil, and this thing is super light, guys. With that like hollowish coil, not epoxy filled, balanced really easy. Really easy to get on with this thing. Just hit the on button, and battery check, raise and lower. That's how you do your ground balance. Kind of does it automatically until there's little to no change, and then once I like that ground balance, I just pull the trigger. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do menu. I'm going to do coin and jewelry. I'm going to go back to my menu, do my adjustments, keep the volume at 12. I'm going to drop the threshold just a little bit here. Go back to menu, then I hit down. Sensitivity, I'm going to leave at 16. Viewing angle, transmit. I'm going to leave the discrimination on. If it's off, then you don't get the high tone, which I'll show you right here. I'm going to coin audio on. Alright, let's see, enter on. Hit menu again. Pull my trigger forward, and I'm ready to metal detect. I'm going to show you one more thing. And what the coin ID does with it on is a penny, high tone. See how it shows right there, and then the nickel also gives a high tone, which is nice. The dime gives a high tone, and the quarter gives a high tone. But pull tabs and foil will give a lower tone. I don't have on me, but yeah. Let's see. See the tab sound? But it gives the nickel a high tone, so that's nice. So I'm going to keep it in jewelry and coin, with coins coming in as high tones, foil and everything else, pull tabs, rings, stuff like that comes in the medium tone. So let's get it on and see what this thing can do. Got an hour to see what this guy can do, and we'll be back. Graph down here, so when I get this signal right here, I'm going to see what it is. I'm going to nice tone all the way around. Pinpoint. Depth says 3.5 inches. So let's see what it is. I'll be back. And there we go. We got a dime. So I'm just going to keep moving here, and I'll be back to see what kind of trash to treasure ratio I get. It's just rain, so it's a little muddy out. So I'll be back with more digs as I get on. A deeper signal right here going on. Showing a coin at 6 inches deep. So let's get it. Let's see what it is. I'm gonna find out. See if it is a coin. See how good this ID is on this white Quantum 2. Alright, I got a clad dime, and it was about 5.5 inches deep. It's at 6 inches, so that's not bad. That's good. Clad dimer. Found 2 silver dimes here about a week ago, so I'm hoping maybe to pop some silver out here. Alright, here's a signal. It's not giving me any target ID. Pinpointing at 6 inches deep. I'm going to see what that is. It's not giving me the high tone. It might be too deep to give me the high tone, so let's find out. Alright, there it is. It's a 1941 nickel, about 6 inches deep. So you heard the smooth signal with no ID, no high tone. Not bad. It wasn't a huge signal, but still 6.5 inches deep. There we go, guys. 6.5 inch deep nickel. Alright, I got a good feel for this machine so far. I'm gonna go, since I've dug silver here, I'm really gonna try to just to dig silver sounds now. So what I'm gonna do is on my menu, menu, adjustments, I'm cranking the volume. So my threshold kind of low. Sensitivity is cranked at 20. viewing angle, I'll leave the same, transmit. I'm still leaving my discrimination on. Actually, no, I'm going to turn it off. That runs into more all metal. My coin ID is off. I'm going to leave my disk edit how it is. But I'm also going to run in relic mode now. So just to make sure, my adjustments, yeah, I'm going to have to change them. So I'm in relic mode, and then, oh, volume, cranked. Threshold, I like a little bit lower. Sensitivity, cranked. Discrimination off. Coin ID off. Everything's accepted. So, pull my trigger forward. So now I'm pretty much in all metal, single tone, and I'm just going to see what I can squeak out, going for deep targets now. That's all. It's going to be tough. I'm going to like just pass up the shallow targets and just see what the deep targets sound like and look like. I'll be back. Alright, there's a wheat penny, about 6 inches deep. See the monotone, single tone. It was jumping all over the place, but I was getting a good signal and a good pinpoint, so I dug it. And it flashed iron once in a great while, maybe like 6 or 7% of the time. The rest of it was saying like. So I'm going to stay in this mode and see if I can dig on some silver coins. So far I got some older, I can't get the date on. I think it says 1911, but probably wrong. We'll see. Silver. Alright, just dug a buffalo cent. So I'm back into two-tone mode, and this was like flipping low tone, high tone, really crappy signal. Flipped it over, it was a good signal in single tone, but in two-tone, it was like beep 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 beep. And sure enough, 6-7 inches deep. It's my first buffalo in a long time. Look at that one, guys. Oh, man, it's like 100 degrees out here. See ya. Maybe that's why it was jumpy. And look at that piece of foil in there. So I was getting a foil signal, coin signal, so it was all over the place because of that piece of foil, I bet. Look at that. Woo! Well, here, .5. It's coming up as a screw cap or zinc. So it's a good deeper signal. Let's see what it is. Well, that sucker was deep. It was about 6 or 7 inches. Not what I'm looking for. So I'm going to run this through my test garden. And after running multiple machines through my test garden, I noticed there's other metal around the coins that I have buried, which is alright with me because in real world predicaments, that's what we deal with. So I'm going to go, so the way how I have this set up is it's in jewelry, coin, max sensitivity, coin ID on, which means nickel, dime, penny, quarter gives you the high tone, and then other foil and stuff like that. Pull tab gives you a low tone. One thing I noticed with this machine, that if you get like a nickel signal that's deep or shallow, sometimes it's like beep boop, low tone, oh it's a nickel, or low tone, oh it's foil, high tone, it's a nickel. So it kind of like flip-flops. But I'm going to run 2 different modes, so I'm going to do right now in the coin or coin jewelry mode with the high tone for the coin. And then I'm going to turn off the high tone for the coin after I go through the garden and redo it. So 2-inch penny. Right on the depth. This is a 2-inch nickel. See how the nickel gives you the high tone? Showing 5 inches, but here's a dime. 2 inches and then a quarter. Right around 2 to 3 inches. So those are the shallow coins. Here's a 4-inch penny. Nice smooth tone. Depth is showing 6 inches. I don't think it's 6 inches. Here's a 7-inch penny. So with the 7-inch penny, after digging today, I would investigate that signal because I'm getting the spot of the high tone. Then I'm gonna pinpoint right at 6 inches. I would dig that after today, after testing it out in the park. Here's a 9-inch penny. Look at that depth right on 9 inches. I would dig that too. This is with an 8-inch coil too, guys. Here's a 4-inch nickel. And you hear how it has a high tone and then some of the low tone? That's how every nickel I dug today. And when I was at the park, I dug more nickels today at the park than I ever have. And digging tones like that, low, high, low, high. Here's a 7-inch nickel. Showing 6.5 inches. I noticed this depth gauge is pretty accurate. I thought I had a 9-inch nickel here somewhere. That's probably not it. So here's a 4-inch dime. It's in clean ground. Showing 5 inches. 7-inch dime. I would dig that. Listen to that. Bring the pinpoint on. Look at that. 6.5. 7 inches. That's nice. So I'm going to come over here. This is one that a lot of machines struggle on. It's a 6-inch silver dime with some metal next to it. Can hear it. Showing around 7 inches. This is a large button, colonial style, about the size of a half a dollar, 8 inches deep. Which I would dig. Showing 7 inches deep. It's giving me like low iron, coin. It's showing all sorts of different stuff. But I would dig that. Because it's a small pinpoint. Right there's a small button the size of a fingernail. Showing coin, screw cap, pinpoint at 6 inches. That's awesome. So this one is an 8-inch. So here is an 8-inch large cent. Real nice high tone. It's going coin, ground, a little jumpy. Pinpoint's really loud at 6 inches, it's saying. But after today and doing this in the park, I would dig that. Heck yeah. So here's a 6 or 7 inch quarter with iron around it. See, it's showing iron. It's going all over the place. Pinpoint at 6 inches, but I got that high tone, so that's awesome. Here's a clean 7-inch quarter. Here the tone's a lot quieter than right here. Then a 9-inch quarter. Would I investigate that? Not at a park, but at a in the woods I would. Showing depth of 9. Alright, so I'm pretty much done for the day with this Quantum 2 by White.
Have you so this is Carson now is trying to study this thing?
Well, Carson is studying some iron that I found. I actually only found 2 pieces of iron today. And they showed up as iron, but I figured I'd dig them. This was about 8 inches deep, and it showed up as iron. And it gave me a spike once in a while of non-iron. But so check it out. Quantum did a good job. Look how many nickels I got. When's the last time any of you guys tucked how many nickels in a hunt for about an hour and a half versus
It's not a bullet.
dimes and quarters?
Awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 nickels. I beat with dimes with that. Dimes is the only thing that beat the nickels. And check this out. I was running in the coin mode tone. So nickels are supposed to give you a high tone, and then everything else a low tone, foil and pull tabs are supposed to be a low tone. Nickels, pennies, dimes, and quarters is supposed to be a high tone.
I need another something.
Every time I dug a nickel, it was like beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, low, high tone. So to learn the machine and to investigate it, I dug that many nickels versus that many pull tabs. So there's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 pull tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nickels. One of them is a buff. There's the buffalo. Haven't really got to clean it up yet. One was like a 1940s. And if I wasn't running in coin mode, which I also tried, if I was just running single tone, all the nickels came in like a really good signal. But when you run the coin mode tone, it gave me the double signal, like beep boop, beep boop. So that was interesting with the nickels. But man, I've just never dug so many nickels in one hunt before, like a short hunt, like an hour, hour and a half hunt. And these are the pull tabs next in, well, so here are my iron pieces right here, the 2 iron pieces that I dug. And these were like the foil pieces that I dug. Then the nickel sound, the pull tab was next in order in the discrimination. These pull tabs gave a little bit higher of a reading than screw taps, higher reading. This was probably the deepest item I dug today. It was almost 8 inches deep, just a bullet fragment. Came in as a penny signal.
Next time, say, oh, here's Carson. Washing it now.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit of excavation work on that iron. You're doing a good job, Carson. And then 2 wheat pennies. One's a 1955. Oh, I wish it was the double dive, but it's not. I haven't been able to get a date off this one yet.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dimes, 3 quarters, some random stuff right there. You know what? Overall, it's a good machine. That coil, the sun was high. That gold was freaking blinding me for a good 20 minutes. I couldn't look down at the coil. The reflection of that wasn't cool. So that's one thing I'm going to knock this machine on.
This needs to be studied now.
And the other thing I'm going to knock down is when you're running coin mode with the high tone, low tone, it gives you like not a bad signal, but yeah, a bad signal. Like it's trying to guess, oh, do I want to give a high tone or a low tone? And it was like confusing the machine, but I investigated each one, and that's how I think I dug so many nickels. If you run on monotone, single tone, they all come in great. And then when you're doing that, then you just have to look at the ID to see what the visual ID is telling you.
Yes, Carson.
And it does have eight segments in the discrimination: low iron, high iron, you know, foil, small ring, nickel ring, tab ring, large ring, screw cap, zinc, 1 50-cent $1, and then ground is what that is.
I need to use one of these.
And then right here it tells you your coin, jewelry, relic. I ran in coin and jewelry today, and volume, threshold, sensitivity, viewing angle, transmit frequency, discrimination, on or off, and then coin ID, tone, and then you can knock out 1 out of 8 of your segments with the discrimination edit. I'm a big fan of the 9.5 inch Blue Max coil. Really good depth. I feel like I got good depth with this coil today. This coil is super light, almost too light. It makes the machine feel too light because it's balanced well. You know, I got the heavy box in the back, a light coil, fulcrum point, a little science. So I do want to get a 9.5 inch coil. I had some, I sold some, I don't have them. Got to get another one. I feel like it's really going to do well. I want to try this. My next hunt's going to be, of course, a cellar hole. Try to like get some stuff out there and see how this performs with this coil first. But for an hour-and-a-half hunt, I thought I did pretty well. Never used the machine before, but I've used a lot of machines, so it's pretty easy to tune into it. What do you got there? You got a square nut, huh, buddy? Cleaning it up good. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
So all in all, I mean, for an older machine. Like I said, they called it like the baby brother of the XLT because it has minimal bells and whistles compared to the XLT, but depth-wise and simplicity, I feel it's on par. It really is. I mean, I had the sensitivity cranked, stuff like that. Ran very smooth, no false signaling or anything like that. I just got it shortened up so I can get it on the video. I never run my wires that loose. But 9.5-inch coil is the one I want to try next on this thing. And I feel like in order to get the best tone, you have to run single tone. If you run two-tone, it is good, but I feel like the high tone after 6 inches starts to drop out and it will give you the single tone. That's one thing that I noticed. Then again, I only used it once, so I can't confirm that, but I did dig some deep signals that were a smooth tone that should have rang up as a coin tone and didn't, but no big deal.
Look what I made.
What'd you make? That's pretty cool. Yeah, buddy. Alright guys, I'll be back with some more machines as usual. I have a Tesoro Amigo 2
Daddy,
that I'm going to try out.
I'll go find the supplies maybe.
Okay.
And let's just find the Walmart supplies.
So the Amigo 2 will be my next machine that I'm going to try out. And I'll hopefully be back with this one on a hunt with a 9.5-inch coil. Good machine, guys. If you can pick the Quantum 2, they also have the Quantum XT, which gives you more features like the I can't pull them out of my head right now, and the QXT. The XT and the QXT are pretty much the same thing. Gives you about 4 or 5 more features, like let me think. Oh, I can't even think of it. I'll tell you later on. So this is like the least feature model of the Quantum QXT style XT. That's it. I'm done battling. I have been battling, no doubt about it. Bye.